My name is Sifu David Ross, and I'd like to welcome you to the new martial revolution and the Lion's Roar martial arts system. On here you're going to find weekly lessons introducing you to the method. We're going to start off with some basic technique and keep building on it, building on it, building on it. You'll have eventually an entire curriculum on here. And later on, what we'll do is we'll be offering seminars if you want to train this in person. And at those seminars, there'll also be certifications. So if you want to get certification and ranking through this. In my method at the beginning, we introduce the round kick two different ways. We have what we call a pivot round kick, and then we have a step round kick using the angled step. We're going to start first with the first target being about the level of my thigh. So again, if I were thinking about someone that's about my size, my height, we're talking about the outer and inner thigh. I should be up on the balls of my feet, my hands are up. First thing is to make sure that I'm up on the ball of my foot so that I can pivot. It is very hard to pivot on a flat foot. And if you try to pivot on a flat foot, a lot of times you're going to put pressure on your ankle, your knee, or your hip, and it's going to result in injury. Whereas if I'm on the ball of my foot, almost like I'm getting chewing gum off of my shoe, I can pivot and turn. I want to make sure that not only does my hip turn, but also my shoulder. They have to both turn at the same time. So as I'm landing the strike, I'll actually be looking over my shoulder. I'm going to be swinging my leg roughly parallel to the floor, and by turning the whole way, I'm aiming to put my shin on the bag as opposed to my foot. So the pivot, I'm on the ball of the foot, I turn, and I'm going to put the shin on the bag. It's okay for this hand to drop. I'm going to, in this case, bring my violin shoulder up, and this hand is going to protect the side of my face. We will talk later about different ways that we throw leg kicks and prevent counter punches, but the first way that we teach the pivot is with the violin shoulder, tucking the chin into the shoulder, turn. Pivot allows me immediately, without any preparation, to go from 0 to 60 just by turn. It does, however, lead me right in front of the person that I'm hitting. An angled step, using what we call the 7-star footwork, is to step first with the left leg out to a 45-degree angle. This, in some sense, is like playing football. Step to kick to get more power into the kick. So I step, and then I turn my hips and shoulders to the left. My head goes from being on the same line as the bag to being out to the angle. Step out, kick. So I'm no longer right in front of the bag. I'm ending up over here to the side. Step. Step. Again, target is the thigh. I have two basic ways that I land this technique. Pivot